Why is he on the screen? Mijo, why are you on the screen, buddy? You cannot make this stuff up. Cray, we have Dusties, and don't forget, we also have the Dustinas. Why is he on the screen? A Texas father is raising money after his ex-girlfriend burned his house down because she was upset another woman answered his phone. She did what? Burned his house down because another woman answered his phone. So obviously it's got the GoFundMe. It says to get my family back on our feet. You can't make this up. So Tommy Garay's now ex-girlfriend, Seneta Soto, allegedly set fire to his house, police said. Soto was upset when she called his phone and another woman, who turned out to be a relative, answered. Soto allegedly texted Garay saying, "I hope your house is okay," while his house was on fire. Wow. The story reads, the Texas man is raising money after his ex-girlfriend allegedly burned his house down because she thought he was cheating. The Bexar County Sheriff's Office said in a November 22nd statement that Seneta Soto, age 23, burglarized and set fire to Tommy Garay's home after she FaceTimed Garay's phone and another woman answered the call. The woman who answered the call, however, turned out to be a relative of Garay, according to police. The sheriff's office said it obtained video of Soto lighting the couch on fire, which spread throughout the house, causing more than $50,000 worth of damage. According to the police, Soto texted Garay, "I hope your house is okay," while his home was ablaze. Soto was arrested on November 22nd on felony charges of burglary and arson. Garay was not home when Soto, who he said he dated for only a month, oh my gosh, burned down the family home he shared with his 2-year-old daughter, according to the fundraiser page. Garay said to GoFundMe that he lost everything and is raising funds to get back on his feet. He dated her for only a month. Further it reads, "I called the fire department, but unfortunately, by the time they arrived, everything I owned, including my daughter's toys, clothes, shoes, etc., was damaged, lost in the fire. This is such a devastating time for us at this home. Was the home my dad and I grew up in. This home has been a part of my family for generations." Garay said on GoFundMe, "I never would have imagined me being a victim of such crimes, as we only had been in a relationship for a month. This is very traumatizing, especially for my daughter, asking why we can't go home." They dated for a month. 1 month. Son, if that is not what cray looks like, I don't know what to tell you. And obviously, they didn't have insurance. Dated for a month. Who does that? And now he got the GoFundMe. So they obviously didn't have insurance, so they've raised $3,440 of their $50,000 goal. Set fire to the house. So heaven forbid you engage in a long-term relationship. Somebody does with this girl, because listen, I am convinced some of these fellas, they like felonious gals. Oh yeah, some of these fellows, this is the kind of woman that they want. I'm not saying he does, but there's someone like that. They want a decent woman. I just saw a quick TikTok about that. He dated her for a month, and look what happened. If that is not certifiable cray, I don't know what to tell you. This here is the epitome of a dangerous, felonious arsonist, Dustina. Set fire to the house because somebody else answered the phone. So imagine getting involved in her and a business. Your career, your job. That's the kind might show up and cause a scene. So dating her for a month has now already resulted in a $50,000 loss. A lot of people are losing jobs. The GoFundMe for him may not go so well. At this point, it's just really kind of terrifying to date. I hate to say this, but this is where we are. Sometimes some people you can kind of vet, ask certain questions, but let's be realistic. That's no guarantee. It is no guarantee. So who would have thought? Dating for a month. She's that controlling. Dating for a month. And you sit up here because someone answers the phone, a relative, so irrational, don't know how to ask questions. Sweetie hasn't got that serious just yet. But either way, so emotionally hyper, not in control of her feelings, so irrational. Allegedly set the house on fire. I never understood that. Real quick, it reminds me of, I remember this guy I used to work with, at the time it wasn't funny, but then the way it was. He's a young man, and so he was very handsome, and so the brother, you could hear him on the phone on the job sometimes, juggling these women. And we used to sit back and listen, and it's like, wow, he really juggling these girls. So he comes to work one day. Oh, that looks like I don't see how the front window was, you could tell somebody hit it with a bat, but it wasn't that bad the first time. We're like, oh, you know how he likes to romanticize the girl flirtatious. He's a handsome young African-American man. And then he came to work the next day. Oh, she did it. She got that back. She really did it. Oh, she must have put some power to it, or went to work out, had those Wheaties, but she put her back and arms into it and beat the back of that window out. He then goes and gets it fixed. How about he got that window fixed? He had to get the window fixed, I think like twice. Beating the windows out. And I thought about it. How do we get to a point? Let's say if you're dating someone and it's not quite working out, you have a difference. What people think, what's the mindset of, oh man, you know what? We had a problem, it wasn't working out, but guess what? She busted my window twice, dog. Yeah, man. Or she busted it 3 times. And I had to go ahead and get the windshield, get the window fixed twice. Costing me some money, costing me extra money because she's violent. What makes you think the person's going to go, so because of that behavior, I'm going to act right and love her and be faithful to her? What did she think was going to happen? So you must know that this is it. Do you think you're going to treat him with violence and he's going to learn a lesson and get some act right? People are who they are. And the same for this woman here. 23 and plenty dusty. A dangerous damsel, all wrapped in dust. Set in house to a man's fire if you must. If that's how you think you're going to control somebody, you're in for the rude awakening. And it makes me wonder about her background. If only after a month you did this? So I kind of wonder, is this her first felony? Maybe not. So this day and age, as I said before, said again, be alert, be aware. It's not only just dusty behavior, dusty men, but there are also Dustinas. This one sounds like Tina. Be alert, be aware, people. It's just too much dust out there. Too much dust out there. Sometimes, and if you're out there looking at certain behaviors, little things, kind of sensors going off in your mind, in your brain, your inner self. People say, oh, I had a feeling that something happens. So when things like that occur, don't discard it. And it's during the holidays, the kids' toys, all this going on. As challenging as life is, some people are a disease. They are. And they will bring that disease behavior into your life, and look what happens. Just negativity all around. Man, life is too short. It's too hard to be dealing with some nonsense. Anyway, let me know what you all think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Be safe, be alert. Why? You already know. It's simply too much dust out there. And I'm out. Love ya.